I think it'd be quite simple. Like the local economy and the Irish economy in general is improving, it's recovering. Okay, it works twofold. Okay, local businesses, the majority of them want to increase their student footfall. They want to increase student trading. Okay, there is no reason why local businesses would not offer a discounted service on, I don't know, whether it's lunches, whether it's butchers like Sean Lee up on the road, whether it's a PC services shop offering discounted laptop repairs for a week. There's no reason why they won't take the dip just for a week, get the students in. If they can offer a good enough service once to students at this kind of price, there's a great likelihood that students will return. If they feel they were looked after that day when they got their deal, they might come back the next time and they'll probably pay the additional 10%, because they've created a good relationship initially, a good sales relationship, good customer experience. There's no reason why students wouldn't need to use it. And then obviously it's win-win. Win-win for the local business, and win-win for the student who has got a good deal and getting a good service at the same time.
I suppose, Barry, in your term, what deals have you brought to students that they wouldn't have otherwise received?
Yeah, so I suppose I looked at the deal the week at the start and kind of thought, like, I looked at working with businesses, I asked a few local companies, and there was a bit of reluctance. A lot of them came back and said that they didn't see an uptake on it from previous years when they did advertise it. So what I did is I looked at constructing partnerships with local businesses and local companies to create longer lasting deals for students, that it wasn't just a one-off thing for a week. It was a constructive partnership that lasted for the whole thing. So for example, Q Park, 4 car parks operating Cork City Centre. I negotiated a deal where any UCC student can park for a fiver for the entire day, Monday to Sunday. So when they're in college, they park for a fiver. That's the cheapest parking you can get in your campus, unless you get to one of the free parking early in the morning. I've worked with different people like Mike Merrell throughout the year, and very good with coming on campus to promote themselves, promote their service. So I had people give me a free product and discounted products to students nearly every week of the year for the last year. I worked with say Vodafone, Cargo Warehouse, all came down and gave huge promotions to the students. I did a partnership with an IT repair shop so that instead of just doing discounted repairs once, there's an ongoing partnership there where they're going to come to campus, they can look at students' equipment on campus, then they bring it down to their shop, repair it, and give students a 10% discount. So I have made those longer lasting partnerships instead of one-off deals.
In terms of UCCSU, Barry, I was talking about your manifesto. What you expand a little on that and what you would like to see included on that if you were elected for an area?
Yeah, no problem. So it's a project that we started last October, and I was looking into getting an interactive map for UCC. Sorry, September, because there was an awful lot of lost first years around the place. So what we wanted was an interactive map where you type in building groups, so mine is Google 2, whatever, and you get a map saying this is how you get to Google 2. And we went to the university, we secured some funding for that from the university, went to the IT department to do a tender document so that we go out to a tender, and they came back and said, oh, why don't we look at increasing this? We're looking at working on a UCC app at the moment. So we had a meeting with kind of people that work in the UCC app and ourselves who are working on the interactive map. And I kind of brought the two together. So it's going to be one app that will undergo a few stages of development. So the first round will be kind of the interactive map, and then linking in a few of the portal issues, so like Blackboard, your Umail, and your timetable, those kind of things. So the timetable is more complicated. I think that's going to take a year to onboard, but the initial launch of the app will have the interactive map and Blackboard and Umail, as far as I'm aware. There'll also be an events calendar that's going to tie into societies and clubs events calendars, so that they know what's going on in the university, as well as the current university calendar and any like student groups and student events that happen around the place can all be added to this. So you can open our map, or open your app and say, oh, this is on tonight, where do I go? Click the location, and then it'll direct you exactly to where the event is on. So it's going to be a really great app for students. And what I've done is a lot of the time, kind of really hammer home with the university this year, that this can't be an app that you're using to market UCC. It can't be an external facing app. It has to be internal facing, looking at what students want, what will make students' lives simpler. And I really want to just see that project through, because again, the tender stage at the moment, we've got the first offer, our expression of interest, we've got one or two more, I think. And again, it's over something that this app will be really built, and we're hoping to have it live for the first year's coming in September, that interactive map will be.
In terms of a student map copy or a student app, what would you like to see included on that, or what adjustments would you like to see?
Well, no, I would agree. The map is obviously crucial. Barry mentioned, in September of every year, the first years, like I know from working at the front desk institute, they're asking me where the John building is, where the CEC is, where Western Gateway is, etc., etc. The map is paramount. It's the absolute key to this app. Blackboard and Umail, such, yeah, I suppose they are secondary priorities as regards to that. Societal events certainly crucial in club events, because it's something I think at the moment that the SU isn't doing. They're not, outside of Rag Week, they're not doing enough to share these events week on week throughout the year. It seems as though there's a preference with the SU to share social happenings with the various nightclubs and night spots in town that they're affiliated with. I think obviously the clubs and societies are the lifeblood of the campus. They should be taking preference, their events should take preference over the events in the SU linked nightclubs in town.
Yeah, I'm just come back on that. I suppose I was an events officer on Societies Guild, and I come from a societies background, and I've done everything we can. So every single request I've gotten in this year to share or promote a society event, I've done it. I've helped. So, for example, Surgeon Newman sent out press releases about advertising or collecting over charity payment for their charity. Just the other day, Physics stopped around to me asking about helping them with their press releases shared on Facebook. Every single request I've gotten in this year, from club, society, or independent student group, I've shared every one of them. I've actively approached people during, say, Freshers Week, for example, to do a society events timetable that would tie in Forge Effects to Saturday before Freshers arrive and Freshers Week. So we have a timetable of society and evening events that everyone will be able to attend. I mean, I think if you look through our emails we've sent out this year, which have been reformed into kind of an image-based email, if you look at the cover photos of them, all of them were society events or society weeks. One is Blue September for Cancer Shock, or other events that we have done. So we definitely haven't elected society events this year, or club events, or any student group in Rochester to their events.
I accept that, but I just feel as though outside of Raglan, I know from my own social media side of things across the campus that there did seem to be a vacuum there for a number of weeks where things weren't being promoted. I'm talking about Facebook. Facebook has 20,000 plus followership with Super.
Which I've done for 16,000.
Yeah, I would accept that. But I feel that Facebook wasn't being used sufficiently to promote these things. Like Twitter, I would accept. The SU is excellent for retweeting and favoriting almost instantly for various on-campus events. There's clubs, societies, Lobar and Newbar. Twitter's followership though is a fraction of the Facebook pages. And I feel like the Facebook page needs to get more exposure to these clubs and societies.